Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. This video is going to be about the Autoshop Manager OS. This is a Notion template for garage and Autoshop owners that wants to manage their business using Notion. So let's start with our template overview and then we'll come back to the databases. So our template contains a selection of 5 buttons here at the quick action section, which contains add vehicle, add service jobs, add clients, and add expenses. So you can click at these buttons to do these things fast. So let's try them, for example. And we have added a new row, add the vehicles database, and you can add all other properties for this specific input. Now here I have grouped 4 charts. First one is for project expenses. This view is going to show you your projects and their expensive with the percentage and the amount respectively for each project. The next view is the projected profit by car. This is going to calculate the project profit by cars. It's going to come from a property from the vehicles table, and it is going to list all your cars with the projected profit by car. Next, we have the money in chart. This chart is going to show you the money in and the status of all your incomes. So, for example, we have $851 and $476 overdue. And the next view is the expenses or the money out. They are filtered for this month, these 2 views. And this is going to show you the amount for each category respectively. For example, for example, the tools, the parts, the overhead, and their expenses. Next, we have the sales pipeline. Here you can drag and drop to change the sales status. So you lead, qualify, negotiating, and you can drag and drop like this to change the status. Next, we have the client pipeline. Here, the same view, but for clients. So this separates your sales and your clients. Here you can see the status of your clients, prospect, active, and inactive. The next view is for service jobs. This is going to show you the active service jobs, so only the ones with the status to do and in progress. Here you can log your service jobs, for example, BMW M3 oil change. And for the last view for the dashboard, the active projects, this is going to show you all your active projects. Now let's go back to our databases. Our databases are separated into 4 sections: the asset section, operations, commerce, and knowledge. So let's start with the first section with our first database, vehicles. So this is a table view representing all your vehicles. Here you are going to store your vehicles, their status, view when scouting, and offer made. For example, if you are looking for new cars to add to your garage, you are going to be changing the status to view when scouting or contacted, for example. Or you can add a specific status that you actually want to name, for example, new status. And it's going to have a color, and you can change that color, of course, too. Next, there is a couple of properties that you need to add in your vehicles. For example, the purchase price, the seller asking price, and the max budget for repairs, and the estimated resale value. Based on these values, we are going to be calculating the projected profit potential using this formula: resale value minus seller asking price plus max budget for repairs. So this is going to be helpful in the case of the chart that is going to be showing you. This is not the chart. The chart that I have shown you in the dashboard, that is going to be listing all the cars and the projected profit. So let's go back. You can add other details like a cover photo, for example, and link to other databases like clients, like issues, like projects, like purchases, like sales, etc. You can also see your vehicles by status, or if you add a photo, the photo would be shown here with the car. Also, the last view is a chart, different from the charts in the dashboard. This is a projected profit, but it is in this form, which is a circular chart. Now let's go to the second database, which is the part inventory. Here you're going to be storing your parts, the part name, the SKU, and all other properties. And this database is going to be linked to vehicles, suppliers, compatibility search, return and RMAs, and service jobs. Another view for low stock parts. So this is filtered by quantity -10. Of course, you can change the filter however you like, and you can see your parts by condition, for example, new, refurbished, etc. The next table is tools and equipments. This is where you're going to be store all your tools. Of course, there's a lot of properties, and you can link your tools to specific service jobs. You can see your tools by status: active, broken, lent out, etc. Next, we have the consumables and supplies. This is a list of all your consumables. Link it to specific supplier. Here, there is a specific reorder status. Uh, so if the stock is less than the min threshold, which is this property, put order. If not, then leave it empty. This is the formula. This is similar to a formula, but is done using AI. So let's go to the next view. This is a need to order. So this is filtered by the order status. So it's only going to show the consumables and supplies that you need to order. The next view is a suppliers and vendors view table database. This is going to be showing all your suppliers and vendors, the rating, and some other properties. This is going to be linking them to your purchases, expenses, parts, consumables, etc. And you can see your vendors by rating. Now the operations section, starting with the service jobs. Here, like we have seen in the dashboard, you can store all your jobs. Of course, your jobs are linked to vehicle, to master tasks, to parts used, to clients, tool and equipments, and many others that you can discover. There is also the active view. This is a view for only active service jobs. There's also a board view by status for service jobs, schedule, in progress, done, etc. And the calendar view for your service jobs to see them by date. Next is the master tasks. Here is where you're going to be storing your master tasks. You can add a manual, link it to the manual and technical docs, or link it to a specific service jobs, and you can see your master tasks by difficulty. Next is the issue and backlog. Here you're going to store all your issues, link them to specific vehicles, to service jobs, or see them by status, open, diagnose, resolved. Next is the project database. Here you are going to be storing all your projects, have a status for the projects, link it to a specific vehicle or service jobs. If you add your purchases and expenses, the total expenses will be automatically calculated through the amount of these purchases. And here a budget which you will define manually. You can see your projects by status, by timeline. This will have the start date and the end date of the project. Or you can see your project expenses in the last view with this chart. Now let's move on to the next section, which is the commerce section. The first database is the client database. This database contains all your clients. This is where you store your clients. You have a type and the status of your client. Link your client to a specific vehicle, invoices, service jobs, legal documents, etc. You can also see your clients by status or by client type. Now the next database is the sales pipeline. You can store your sales here. You can have a this is a similar view as for the dashboard for the sales pipeline, where you can change the status of your sales, and this is a calendar view for your sales. Next is the purchases and expenses. Here we're going to be storing all your expenses with the amount, if it is tax deductible or not. Link it to specific vehicle, supplier, projects, returns, etc. You can see your expenses by category. You can see your calendar for your expense. You can see a chart of your expenses here by category of your expense. The next view is going to be your invoices database. Here you can store all your invoices or incomes, link to specific clients, service jobs, etc. And you can add a status for your invoice. The next view is going to be an income view by status, so either draft, overdue, or sent, and a calendar view for your income to see them by date. The next view is going to be a chart showing your invoices by status, draft, sent, or overdue. Now the next database is the returns. Here you're going to start to be storing all your returns, you're going to be linking them to either purchases or parts inventory. The next view is about view for returns status. You can change the status from not started, pending, processing, etc. Or you can see a calendar view of your returns. For the last section, this is the knowledge section. Here you can store all your legal documents. So start by typing the name of the document, for example, the type, etc. Link into a vehicle or client. Add an attachment like this, or see the legal documents by document type or by calendar. Next is the manual and technical docs. Here you're going to be storing your manual and technical docs related to vehicles, to master text, etc. Upload the PDF if you need, and see them by category if you need. Next is the compatibility search. Here, if you are searching if a certain parts inventory is compatible with a certain car, for example, you can store it here and do your research. And you can have a research status, a compatibility score, etc. Here, a filtered view for only confirmed swaps. Next, the bookmark and resources. Here you can store all your resources, things that you want to see later on, volume, article, YouTube videos, etc. And you can see them by type. And for the last database, this is the media gallery. Here you can store the image of certain vehicles or service jobs, for example, to post them later on social media and stuff. You can see them by photo. If you add a certain photo, it will appear here. And you can see the timeline of the media gallery. So this was our Auto Shop Manager operation system. If you need anything customly made for your business, you can contact us at contacts@bknotion.com, or simply buy this specific Notion template if it fits your business. So this is an overview of the dashboard one more time, and thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.